Hey guys, welcome to today's video where we are doing a 24-hour readathon. Now, if you have watched my recent readathons, I have steered clear of a 24-hour straight readathon. Today is slightly different. I do want to attempt it, but do I think I can read for 24 hours straight? Probably not. With a puppy that takes extra energy? Probably not. But I want to see how much I can read today, so I do think I could probably make it to like 2 to 3 a.m. But we're just gonna see how long I can read, and then whatever time is left, we'll finish it up tomorrow. It's currently 8:30, so we are kicking it off now, and let's see how we do. I'm here with my first reading update. So as you guys saw, I started Golden Sun. This is a reread for me. I read this a very long time ago. I don't remember when, but I never picked up a third book, and I'm really eager to pick it up now, but I realize like I don't remember anything of this book. Yeah, I do remember quite a bit for the first, so I did like a little recap summary of book one last night, like by someone's, YouTube video, and then I kicked off the readathon with book two today. So I am 100 pages in. I'm officially at part 2, and we're just back in this world, and it is such a perfect change of pace for me right now. I have read like a lot of romances and fantasy romance recently, but this is more of that like sci-fi realm, and there's, yes, this like very small subplot of romance, but it's not about that, and I feel like I just wanted a lot of depth in a world and like a very intriguing plot, and that's what I remember. I love the politics of it all and everything. So we are continuing on the story of Darrow, who is a red that was a kind of like a miner on Mars, and was kind of told that all the reds mining are underground to help ultimately like build a civilization for people to live on Mars. And he learned that he was being lied to, and his wife was like sacrificed in this whole process of book one. Like, this is all in the first like couple chapters is what you're learning, right? And so Darrow is kind of picked up by the revolution, and that team transformed him into a gold and sent him in there to infiltrate from within. And so book one is kind of like the beginning of all of that, and so you have that entire book, and then we're seeing like the aftermath of all of the games, and I don't know if trials is really the right word, but like academy and like a whole thing. Like, we had a lot happen in book one. We're seeing the aftermath here as he continues to figure out how to kind of just fight for what his wife wanted, which is like a world where they can raise a family and, just live a normal life. So that's where we're at. That's where I'm at, 100 pages in. Glad to be back. So I am taking a walk now. I want to go outside. I have been listening to this primarily on audio, so I am going to continue listening to audio as I take Milo on a walk. So that's what we're going to do now, and then I'll come back here and probably get cozy back on the couch. I was listening to audio because I was kind of multitasking, like eating some breakfast, doing a little bit of work stuff on my laptop, and so now I'm excited, like after the walk, to be able to like just sit down and read. I feel like I'm not listening to the audiobook all that quickly because it is just complex. I'm trying to really understand everything that's going on, but I feel like when I sit down and read, I can kind of pick up the pace a little bit. So, okay, 3 hours in. Let's see how we do in the next 3 hours.
I just wanna go out and walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out and walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to
I am back from the walk. It was so nice to be outside. I just continued listening to the book, still listening to it, but I'm gonna change back into some like cozy clothes because this is not meant to be rotting on the couch and reading. So change into comfy clothes, grab maybe like a snack and a drink, maybe a crisp apple Olipop, back on the couch and continue with this readathon. We are here for another reading update. So I am on chapter 24, page 215. I think it's about halfway, right? It is a very like dense book. It is very like slower. It's not a very fast-paced book, and I feel like I am really enjoying like just taking my time with it, being a bit slower and trying to absorb all the information, because things are sounding familiar, because remember this is a reread, but there's still so much that I'm like, this is practically new information to me. So I've enjoyed my read so far. It is almost 3 o'clock, so we have a little under 18 hours left. So this is kind of like the 6-hour update. I'm having a great time. Honestly, I ate my lunch and then I came and sat on the couch and it was kind of just like checking stuff on my phone. I've just been listening to it primarily. And then I did, as you guys saw, I was working on my new word search. I love these things. It just kind of keeps me like focused and off my phone if I'm like listening to something, or like I'll do it like when I'm going to bed kind of thing, but busted open a new one. So just been doing a couple of those, and I'll continue to do a couple of those probably. For the last like hour-ish, I was just sitting here physically reading alongside the audio, but I think to help my brain like not get super sleepy, I'm gonna switch back to doing some of the word searches. And then I did have an ambiance on earlier, but I now just have my college football on. Just, I love sports on in the background. It's just like something to keep me, I don't know, my brain needs a lot, I guess, but I like having that on while listening to the audiobook. It's like a very low volume. I don't actually like really hear what they're saying. In the audiobook, in my word search, sometimes physically reading, like it helps me focus, I guess. I'm having a great time. You can see Bestie Milo has been napping. He honestly does not nap that often on the couch. He'll like come up, he'll lay down, and then like after maybe 10 to 15 minutes, he just gets up and goes somewhere on like the cold, hard floors kind of thing. But he's been napping here for a while, and I love it. He's just so precious and cute, especially when he's asleep. So okay, that is my little update, and I think in this next few hours I will be still here, but then I do want to transition into doing maybe some coloring. Again, just like something different, because the key to success with readathons is just like doing different things, kind of being in different environments and not just like doing one thing for too long. So that's what I'm thinking. The sun is starting to come in, as you can see, so this feels like so nice to have the actual sunlight. It was kind of chilly. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading and I will check back in a little later.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in all conversations. Oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken, 'cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free. Oh my sweet
you guys,
babe.
Direct sunlight in my home. I just feel happy. I don't care that I'm blinded in this update. I feel like you deserve to see the beautiful golden hour happening right now. It is 5:40. We have a little under 15 hours on our timer left. So I'm 73% into Golden Sun. We are really making progress, and I bumped up the speed a little bit on the audio, but because a majority of this is not me just sitting and physically reading it, I've liked kind of having it slower than what I typically read, because I just feel like there's always a lot going on and it doesn't matter how much I follow it. There's so many names, and I'm like, I need this to be pretty slow and like trying to actually like hear everything going on. We're in the middle of a huge part right now. Huge part, but I wanted to stop and give you an update because I just finished doing the coloring. Didn't it turn out so cute? Milo is also super cuddly. He's been super cuddly today, like in the sense of laying next to me and on me for longer periods of time. I feel like normally he comes and he'll lay on me or like, you know, right up against me, and then after like 10 to 15 minutes he moves. Not even 10, like sometimes 5, and then he goes and like crashes on the floor. But he's been up against me all day today, and I love it because he's adorable. So did get some interruptions with coloring, but like positive interruptions. I've also been snacking on the Skittle gummies. 10 out of 10. This book is good. I just can't really speak to it because one, I know what's going on, but I don't know if I could actually say what's going on because there's so much. There's so many names. I don't know if I follow everything, but like I get the general premise. So it's like I'm really enjoying it, and it's just getting better and better. So I'm so curious how like book 3 is gonna go, because I don't remember how this ends. So that's a huge point, is like I don't know how this ends to know even like what book 3 setup is, but I know book 3 is kind of like this trilogy conclusion, and then you kind of like go beyond that into the world. So I'm just kind of like curious, like it's like a trilogy and then it's like another trilogy, but they're kind of all grouped together. I don't know. I think this story is kind of like a conclusion in the 3 books. And then if you want to continue, you can, kind of thing. If my memory serves me. So I am going to keep on reading. I'm having a great time. It's been such a great day. And now I think for the rest of the evening, it'll be kind of Milo and I's normal routine as far as like taking him out. I'm gonna take him on a walk. Maybe run. We'll see, depending on my mood in the next 5 to 10 minutes as I get ready for his evening walk. But we're gonna do the walk / run, come back, settle a little bit, then I'll feed him, have to take him out later, but it'll be a pretty chill evening. So here's to another update. I'm having a good time so far. I'm very curious how like the next 6 hours go, because normally I'm in bed by 9 and then like asleep by 10. So a little nervous, but we have sports to help us. I'm sure there's other useful things on the internet that will keep me awake at night, I guess. This is me trying to figure out how I'm supposed to stay up past 9. Okay, I will check back in later. I am here to give a reading update. I just finished Golden Sun. Wow, okay. It is currently 9:15 and we have 11 and a half hours left on the timer. You guys, the last like 20% of this book was so good, and like just the reveals that we got and the like literal ending of this has me questioning why I didn't like jump into book 3. Like what happened? Because this ended and I am so excited to dive into this next. I was thinking about like whether or not I'd read that and then like I'd want to take a break and like jump into a different book and then like read this after that, just to like break it up, because I was, you know, jumping into like a book right after. Does that, anyways, no, we're reading this. For sure reading this. I'm gonna take like a mini break, drink some water, maybe get a snack, maybe set up in my room. That way Milo can kind of settle. Otherwise I feel like he'll just be very confused like what mom's doing. So he's just moving around and laying down at my feet right now. So that's kind of where I'm at. But wow, first book done. It was like, I think I said like a 19-hour audiobook. and we read it 24 minus 11 is 13, like 13 and a half hours. So I feel pretty good about that. Like I said, I was kind of reading it slower than normal. What I typically read just like normal fantasy books or something. So this I know is 21 hours. So we'll see if like this is just like the other book that I finished in this 24-hour readathon, because I feel like I'm probably gonna listen to it around the same like speed and everything as listening to the other. Now I have a physical book, but I'm thinking about seeing if Libby has the Kindle like ebook that I could check out. So I'm gonna do that while I'm kind of taking my mini break and getting situated. But this is so good, so good. Literally, what was I doing? Why did I stop with this trilogy situation? It says the complete Red Rising trilogy. So that's Red Rising, Golden Sun, and Morning Star. But then we have Iron Gold and Dark Age that I think is a new, well, it's kind of, read the first 5 books in the Red Rising series. Pierce Brown, please explain to the class. Anyways, I will check back in when I have some update for you guys. Okay, it is about 9:45 or so. I was able to take Milo out one last time, and I have this like sci-fi ambiance on. It is so cool. It's like a bedroom where you're in space and like you see the earth and the moon. Like, it's sick. But I wanted like that versus my like kind of cozy fall ambiance. So setting the scene to start Morning Star, I took a little clip because I'm also trying to film like an Instagram reel for this readathon, like just taking like a couple second clips the same times that I'm updating you guys. So I took another clip for that and then like took another picture, because basically maximizing this readathon and also making an Instagram post. So doing all of that stuff, I cut up a pear. I'm on a pear kick ever since going to Julian and getting like the pears from the pear picking. I have now went to Trader Joe's to buy pears. So I have another pear to eat. I got some ice water. I was so close to getting another Olipop. But this was the right call. So that is what I'm doing, and we're getting ready to start our book. But I just want to come on, say hello, and let Milo say hello. I'm gonna let him just like rest in my room instead of putting him in the crate until I'm knocking out, just to see kind of honestly how he does. I plan to just like always have him in the crate at night, but I think it'd be good to know like if he can get like quality rest outside of the crate. So we'll see, because normally at this point like I'd put him in and then I'm winding down and going to bed myself, but that's not exactly the case, huh? God, he's just like so cute and he knows it. You know it, huh? God, I love him. Okay, I will check in with you guys later. Hello. Hello. You are just so stinking cute. Thank you for the kisses. Okay, it is 12:15-ish, and I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the night because Milo's having a hard time just like going to bed. I feel like he keeps getting up, moving around, changing positions, and I feel like I really want him to just like get sleep, and I want to get sleep too, don't get me wrong. I think I could only last about 45 more minutes on my own. I was hoping to make it to 1 a.m. and then maybe push myself a little further, but I'd rather him get like a restful night of sleep. So I am on chapter, I think it's 16. I don't have a bookmark, but I was like listening to it alongside physically reading. I'm like 120-ish pages in, so a good chunk of the way into this, and I felt like in the last like 20-ish pages I was kind of like not really grasping what was going on because I was just getting more and more tired. So I also don't want the readathon to like take away from this, because I know this is going to be like the conclusion to the Red Rising trilogy before we like continue on into like kind of a new plot. So I want to give this like all my brain power. So I'm excited to continue this tomorrow. I'm gonna get sleep. I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, it's the next day, and we are starting a bit later than I expected because it's already 9:40, so I'm thinking we'll start reading at 10, but I would say on average, I wake up between like 7:30, but Milo had a night last night where he woke me up at 1 a.m. and at 6 a.m. In summary, not feeling well. I'll spare you the details, and I just felt so bad. So obviously I was like taking care of him at those times, which got me out of normal sleep. But after the 6 a.m. one, when we went back into my room, I like kept him out of the crate and we just like napped hard from like 6 to 9, and then at 9 I was like, okay, I really gotta like get up and get out of bed. So did that, took him out, gave him some food and water. Now I need some food and water so that we can get reading. I know it's gonna be a long day, especially just starting later. I was hoping to start again at like 8, but it is what it is. So we have 8 hours and 40 minutes to read today. I'm very excited though, because I'm very excited to read Morning Star and like see how it goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of like make a matcha, get some breakfast, tidy up a little bit, and then we'll get to reading. Oh, hello. I love you. Oh, thank you. I love you. Okay, I am at part 3, which is 52% of the way into the book. So it is about 3:15. I've just been reading. I did get a little bit of a later start. I ended up just like focusing on work stuff, and then I was like, okay, by like 11:30 or so I decided to start reading. So we are a little later into the day, but I have 5.5 hours left on the timer, and I just feel really good about this readathon overall. I feel like in the past I've always read like 3 to 4 books, but they've been like shorter books, different genre, ones that I can like really fly through. This one, I feel like I'm taking my time with it. They're bigger books. I mean, this one's over 500 pages, but even that, I think it's really like more without like reading the words. Like the margins are a bit smaller, the font's a bit smaller, so it's just like a lot more words in this 500-page book versus others. But I'm just so glad that I'm picking this up because I feel like I procrastinated it for so long, and like now that I'm reading it, I'm just like, what was Past JC doing not picking up Morning Star after finishing Golden Sun the first time? Like I can't speak to her because I don't know what that madness was, because this is so good. I'm very curious to know how this ends, knowing that we have books in this world afterwards. Like, what are those books about? Like, what's going on with those? So yeah, that's kind of where my brain's at. But I'm gonna continue reading along, probably check in when we have like 2 to 3 hours left maybe in the readathon, but I'm having a good time now. I'm thinking this is gonna be the time block that I end up pulling back out maybe like another coloring page to do. I feel like I have been reading physically a lot, and I don't want to get like super sleepy at like 6-7 p.m. Like I need to finish this. So that's kind of where I'm thinking. But I also maybe want a snack and a drink. So I'm gonna get situated, go back out into the living room. Milo's napping, so I just want to come in here and give the update. I'm having football on, I'm reading, I'm having a great time, and that is my update. Okay, I'm getting ready to take Milo on like an evening walk, and I'm thinking we're gonna get like a sweet treat on our way out. We'll see. But it is 5:45 and I've just been continuing Morning Star. I am on chapter 51 and we have very little left. I am 78% of the way into it, so I will admit that the last chunk I wasn't as like focused listening and reading. I feel like I was kind of getting tired, so I stopped physically reading. I was just like lying down, sometimes on my phone, sometimes with my eyes shut, and I didn't like fall asleep, but I just know that I was not as like in the story. So I'm hoping like going on this walk and kind of getting like a refresh out of the house, I'll be able to finish this strong, because I definitely want to give it my all. And it is good. I just know like certain parts weren't having as much of an emotional impact as I feel like they would if I was just like locked in, brain at 100%, if that makes sense. But I'm still really, really, really enjoying it. So Milo, you ready to go on a walk? He's been sleeping off and on with me all day. It's been great. Okay, let's go on a little walk. I don't know if I'll bring you along. I feel like it's always hard to take Milo on a walk and think about filming any of it, but I will see you when we get back for sure. We'll get cozy on the couch. I also need to like at least take a body shower. I don't know if I need to wash my hair, but at least shower and do all that. So once I've done that, cozied on the couch, we can check back in. Good morning, it's the next day and I'm here to talk about Morningstar and conclude the video. I did want to talk to you guys last night, and I know I didn't even get clips of me like finishing it or anything, but I was just so, one, I was locked in, and then I finished the book with 20 minutes left on the timer, so I was like, perfect, I'm gonna take Milo out for like his last little potty break. It'll be like 5 to 10 minutes and I'll come in, we'll show the timer. Now I got a clip of the timer, but point is Milo was just a wanderer last night. He was doing anything but focusing on going to the bathroom. So it took way longer outside of me just like wandering around different grass areas like, Milo, what are you doing? So came back in and the timer was like already going off, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll just get like a little clip of it and call it a day and we'll just chat in the morning. So I am so happy that I finished the Red Rising trilogy. I'm so happy that I jumped back into this, because I kind of said at the beginning, I believe, that like I just kind of wanted a change of pace. I was reading a lot of fantasy romance. I was kind of getting into contemporary romance again, and so I was just like, I need something different. This was perfect, because while it has like this strong depth of like a fantasy, not fantasy, a sci-fi world and a sci-fi plot and written by a man, there is still this underlying romance story in there that like also kept me intrigued, and like the breadcrumbs we got, I was like, yes, I think I still really would have enjoyed it without the romance plot, but it didn't make the story, but it was a great like addition to just like have another thing you're kind of like looking forward to, like what's the next thing that we're gonna get. But it is very much like slow burn in that regards, outside of the romance, because that is really just like a very small part of it. I love the plot of this book. I love the depth of it. I love that it is just so intricate in everything that it does from books 1 through 3, because you just like look back and you're like, so much happened. I love that like in this we had so many like betrayals, battles, wars, like plot twists, because in fantasy I feel like there's kind of this one big thing that you're working to, and while like yes, you're working for like Darrow to overturn like the gold society, if you will, but like there's so much it takes to get there, and it was not as straightforward. But like, I don't know, there was just so much to this that only happened in 3 books that I loved it. I loved it so much. I feel like in fantasy it can be kind of slow when you like finish it, like finish a series or a trilogy or whatever, and you look back and you're like, really not a ton happened. But also usually they're fantasy romance, and so it's like a 50-50 situation, so I guess that can make sense. But if you're looking to get into sci-fi and you're looking to kind of like branch out, but like you still maybe need a little bit of that romance, or you just need something that like is different but I think achievable and understanding, this. It is not easy to understand. Do not mistake that. It is complex. I went in kind of understanding I don't need to know everything. I don't need to understand every single part, and there's so many characters. You're gonna know the important big ones, and that's all that I would say. Like, you don't focus on trying to remember all the names. You will know the important characters as you go through. But that's kind of my 2 cents, because I feel like if you start this and you're like, what is going on? Why are there so many characters? Like, I feel like I'm never gonna understand this. Like, you will. Also, Google's your friend, like YouTube. I loved like the recap videos. I was like, okay, no, that is what. Okay, yeah, cool. And I loved at the beginning of Morningstar, it actually has like a recaps of book 1 and 2. So, yeah. This was a successful readathon to me. Do I wish I could have read further into night 1? Yes. Do I also wish Milo maybe didn't like get sick throughout the night and I could have started day 2 a little earlier? Also, yes. He did good last night, in case you're curious. But I feel good. I'm glad that I read these, and I'm just glad that I had another little readathon, because I'm gonna get back into a 24-hour readathon soon. I know it. I can feel it in my bones. Like, in the next few months, I will be successful at a 24-hour readathon. There's just so much fun to do. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.